Everything off. Everything. Let me see. Jacket off. Okay. Pants on for now. Okay. All right. Well, everybody, my name is David. I started this book club 3-4 months ago because I've read a lot of books, but I had no one to talk about with them. Didn't have a lot of friends. So why do I love reading? Well, if you ever felt like everyone was ahead of you and you couldn't keep up, I have. I did flunk 5th grade. It did take me a year and a half to get into the video game industry, even with the degree. Watch all 11 of my friends like go get their dream jobs, and I'm like at my parents' house. But I did have a friend like come over. Like I did give up interviewing and everything. He gave me 2 books that changed my life, changed my mindset. From there, I read more books, which then doubled my initial salary because my confidence boosted. Right, that's a big part of like asking for a salary that actually is good and that you deserve. Part of it is confidence, not just more algorithms. So now what I do, I coach CEOs, entrepreneurs, now moving to helping companies read and retain faster. And that's what I do. So that's my story. Thanks for listening. Now the books. Crossing the Chasm. This book. I have been influenced by this great man over here, Larry. Awesome individual. I need to read this. I need to take good notes as well. Also learned from Larry that I need to take more notes. Okay, so it'll help here. Like physical notes, like the neuroscience, specifically Japanese neuroscientists have determined that, when you write it down, it sticks versus just typing it on an iPad or notebook. Next one is what they don't teach you at Harvard Business School. So you want business street smarts and working the room and things like that. It's a lot of things we forget about, take for granted. Really need to read that one. And then Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. So one of the chapters that really piqued my interest, I actually skipped to, was peak state. Peak state. So we have programming in our mind, conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. And peak state. Has anyone ever heard of that term? Peak state? Peak state? Yeah? Okay, so when we've seen people really change their lives, like sometimes it takes a traumatic event, like your dad dying or something. Have you ever heard that story where like someone lost a family member and now they followed their dreams, right? So something happened there emotionally to move something, right? So, but what if you could recreate that experience of peak state every day? Like you don't have to wait for your dad to die to like start that business. So he talks a lot about that, and a lot of books about that. Those are my 3 books.